Hey y'all. Hey. How are y'all doing? Boy, that's like a whole production within itself. Let me turn my volume up just a little. Yeah, that's a whole situation. I can't wait till I can get me somebody to come in here and just kind of press those buttons for me and everything else. So yeah, y'all talking about Tabitha Brown, but I'm telling you, I will retire my husband in a minute. So let's get these numbers up so they could be talking about me retiring my husband. So in the meantime, it's all me. So y'all, welcome back to my channel. Good morning on the West Coast. Good afternoon on the East Coast. Are we eating lunch together? What are we doing? Are we enjoying our coffee together? What are we doing? So I am so excited to see y'all. Y'all just warm my heart. The end is struggling. I know it is. I told y'all I got some tips coming in, nail tips coming in, some new ones that I want to try. And I just have not had the time, or I didn't take the time to take this Miss Thumb off. I got my drill right here. Actually, I could do it if I want to, but that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. So I'll probably be doing my nails sometime on tomorrow when the nails get here. But in the meantime, vacation was great. And it's so good to see everybody. Like I said, it just warms my heart so much when I see you guys waiting. And, Pam was the first one waiting and perched. I love it because my own personal YouTubers that I love and, that I like to watch, when I see that they're going live, I count it an honor to be there first and be there and listen and stuff like that. So I don't take it lightly. I don't take your time lightly. So I really appreciate it. But anyway, before we get into it, let's jump into some business. If you have not already, make sure you like this video. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button to this channel. Right now, I'm just popping in. It's our good morning chit chat. I'm going to talk at you. You guys talk at me. It's not very formal as far as how I come in the evening, being Miss Professional, but nope. It's just my morning cup of coffee, and I haven't seen you guys in a couple of weeks. So it is what it is. This is what we're doing. So let's go through and get these hellos out the way, and then we'll go into what I wanted to talk about, how my day is going so far. You guys tell me about your day. What you eating for lunch? What's going on? So Pam says, hello. Hey, Pam, I saw you. I was itching. I was so itching. I was like, I want to say hi. I want to say hi. I want to say hi. But I got other things to do before I hit that live button. Royalty Queen. Hey girl. Hey, hello. You made it. Good vibes. Always good vibes, positive vibes. I love my timer. The music is so upbeat. Y'all should see me like as the 3 minutes get there, and I see sometimes I'll have like a lot of people and then they're like, oh crap, this timer. You know what? If you don't like the timer, come back a little later after the show starts. But anyway, Lorraine, good to see you. Hello. Big Mama's Organic Herbal Seasoning. Hey, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Unique Lee. Hey girl. Good to see you. Hey everyone. Hey Rosalind. Hey Melissa. Hope you're having a good day. I am having a good day. I'll tell you guys about my day here in a second, how it started. I don't know if Mr. B is in this live, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So anyway, wow, you do your own nails. Yes, I do my own nails. For those of you that don't know, I do not practice cosmetology now, but I went to school for cosmetology. So I am a licensed cosmetology. I used to do hair. I used to do nails. My love for cosmetology started with nails. I used to do my cousin's nails, my nails in high school and everything. So I was that person. Good morning, Team Destroyer. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, sissy. Hey, little sis. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Oh, he started summer camp, so I took your daily walk to start my fabulous day. You know what? What a great way to start your day, like for real. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm going to tell y'all what's going on and why I'm not going to be on long. But then also I'm going to go to the gym. I'm telling you what a lot of people don't realize. If you are good at what you do, whatever it is that you do, I'm not going to sit up here and act like, only someone that does YouTube or talk on YouTube or whatever gives their all. But whatever you're really good at, you're going to feel what I'm going to say next. When I end this live, I am like, not necessarily this one, because this one is really informal. We're chit-chatting. I'm finishing my coffee. I'm starting my day, that type of thing. But my evening lives, I give y'all my all and some. And my husband will tell you, I don't collapse. That's being dramatic. And y'all know I'm a little dramatic, but I give it all. I leave it all there, sort of like when we saw Sha'Carri Richardson, after she finished running, and she just collapsed on her grandmother. She left everything on that track. So that's kind of like how I am. Like, I leave it all and I give it all to you guys. So because of that, I did not go to the gym yesterday. So I'm trying to navigate, you know, fitting gym back into my full-time YouTube life and mom life and everything else like that. But it's going to work. But good for you for starting your day like that. I believe that when we start our day with positive habits, it sets the mark and it sets the tone for the rest of the day, so that when things come your way, you remember, breathe, you know, or whatever you remember when you're on that walk. Because I can guarantee you that when you were on that walk, you got a message, you got something, even if it wasn't something tangible in the sense of hearing something, you got peace about something, you heard something, you let something go. That's one thing about nature. Like, I'm not a huge, you know, tree hugger and all that stuff, but one thing about it, when you're camping, when you're walking outside, when you're connecting with nature, you're connecting, you know, with God. So I believe that 100%. So anyway, I'm coming at you with my grace mug because we spoke a lot about grace yesterday. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. Just applying grace in all situations. But before we get to that, so my morning, those of you that know, you follow me, you've been on the channel, whatever, you know that we are doing a pool build. And if you know anything about the the supply chain and different things, that's why the wings are high, gas is high, everything is high. So they finally gave us an excavation date. And so they are here. Well, I'm not, you know, I'm the princess. I don't worry about who's coming, what time they're coming, and all this other stuff. Well, Mr. B didn't tell me that they were, well, I knew that they were going to come early. So anyway, dude shows up and I'm like, I don't want to go to the door to greet the dude, but he was busy. So anyway, I had to get up early, go downstairs, greet the guy. And now if you hear things starting up and boom, 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 and all this other stuff, that is just them tearing up our backyard. And so let me see if I can give you guys a picture of what's happening in the backyard at the moment. There you go. So this is currently our current situation in the Berrien household. We are beginning the excavation process for the pool build. And this is what I am waking up to, and this is what I'm listening to currently. If they get a little too rowdy, a little too loud, then I will definitely end the live. But pretty much I don't hear them unless they come up front for their machines and all this other stuff. But this is my current situation. Melissa, how you doing? There you go. My yard is tore up. And that's okay because I can't wait, excited to have a pool again. So that's going to be really, really exciting. What are y'all up to? What are y'all up to? So like I said, it's good morning on the West Coast, lunchtime on the East Coast. Are we eating lunch together? Are we not yet? What's going on? Let me know. So yeah, that's part of my day. When I get off here, like I said, I'm gonna go to the gym, but I really want to make some bacon and some grits. That's what I want to eat. You know, that's really what I want to do. So you guys tell me what's up. I kind of hear that noise and I'm going to try to ignore it because I hear noise, but it's okay. It's okay. So how are you guys doing? How's your mental health? I hope you guys are feeling well, doing well. Let me show y'all, since no one's really talking at the moment, let me show y'all this video. So yesterday, if you have not already, make sure you check out the lives, yesterday morning live and the evening live. We talked a lot about a lot of things, but one thing we landed on was Sha'Carri Richardson. And we talked about applying grace to her situation. And we all gave our opinions. We all didn't agree, you know, but it was a respectful space where we all talked about it. And so my take on the whole thing, before I show you this video and update, my take on the whole thing is I know she knew better. I feel like her team mishandled her. I feel like, you know, I'm not sure what the time frame between her mom passing away and when she had to go into the trials and all of that, but there should have been a mental health conversation Or they should have advised her, you know what, we know you cope by smoking weed or whatever. So why don't you take a break? Why don't you take a reprieve? Do whatever you need to do, get it out your system. Another thing we talked about yesterday with Sha'Carri is the fact that the American association that regulates doping and whatever, they can forgive her all they want. And they can even say, you know what, as far as America is concerned, weed is not something that she would be disqualified for. But we have to remember, the Olympics is happening in Tokyo. This is a completely different country. So we can't imply or impose America's standards or America's rules on something that's an international thing. So yesterday, before I get on to yesterday, I'm eating my veggies and grilled chicken for lunch. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch. Like I said, I know I haven't eaten anything. I just started my drinking coffee. And Mr. B has started his work day. He's normally a person that really gets the breakfast going. He cooks like a whole spread. Usually on Saturdays, we like that. But sometimes during the week, he also does it too. But I'm not sure what I'm going to eat. I'm not really hungry. I'm not, like I said, I really don't eat breakfast, but I'm feeling it today. So anyway, let me share with you what this video that I found that the LSU track and field alumni made and shared for Sha'Carri. I think it was spot on. It was exactly what we were thinking. And some of us may not, but let me show you. Oh, it's too large. And that's one thing I didn't check to see. I think I'm gonna what I might do is go the ghetto one. I'll end my ghetto presentation. I will probably edit that actually into the video because that I can't do that. But I just wanted y'all to see that the yes, right? I love it. And I was here for it. I was like, yes. That's all I'm saying. You didn't hear anybody in the video making excuses for her. Hell, she wasn't making excuses for herself. They were just applying grace. But I love the positivity and, in saying, you know what, we all have messed up. Of course, we've all have messed up in something and messed up something big. And if you haven't, good for you. But I love the message that her team, especially by it being the track and field alumni, and they rallied around her as mothers, as older sisters, as aunts, and said, you know what, she's gonna bounce back. Here's the thing: adversity doesn't take away the fact that she accomplished what she accomplished. This girl has broken all kinds of records. That doesn't change a thing. That one decision doesn't change that. They can, unfortunately, cancel culture. They can be like, oh, we're going to take that and we're going to take that medal, but it doesn't matter. Thankfully, they're not talking about that. Let me take this off. I'm tired of seeing that stroll. Thankfully, they're not saying, oh, we're going to take her medals and all this other crap that happens. But at the end of the day, she's a champion and she will always be a champion. And you can't take that from her. So I'm going to, this video will be private for a second so that I can edit my ghetto presentation and embed the actual video in so that you guys can see it. Yes, Toya, we need more of that, and that's the bottom line. And if that's one thing that, and I hate to bring her up, I really do, but that's one thing that I know when people come on here and they're like, oh, you dogging, you bashing. I don't bash Latrice. I don't bash her at all. As a matter of fact, I apply grace to a lot of stuff that she does, more so than other people, because some commentators, some people, the expectation is that Latrice should know better. Oh, this one should know better. But sometimes we don't. You don't know what you don't know. And the other part about that is I can't impose my lifestyle, my standards for living and everything on someone else. I recognize that. That's why I tend, whether I'm talking about Latrice, anybody that I'm talking about, I may lay the foundation with your story, but at the end of the day, I'm going to take it further and talk about, okay, what is it that we can learn from here? What can we glean from here? And that's the thing that I like. We need more of that. Yes, what she did was like a moment, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. She's a champion. She is going to rise from this if she is a true champion, if she wants it. You know, again, we can't impose what we want for her on Sha'Carri. It seems and it appears as if she really wants to do the Olympics and she's a champion. So I can only go by that and say, you know what, she's going to be back and she's going to be bad as ever. You know, my prayer is that she gets the right people around her to help her learn some coping mechanisms, but also some tools to take her where she wants to be, which is to be a world-class, worldwide Olympian. We all know she would have took it, you know? So when I saw that, I said, oh, I have to share that with everyone, because that was such a positive message to her in everything, but also it was not coddling her or making excuses for what she did. Not that she's doing that either. That's right. Girls never give up. Keep it moving, striving for better. Absolutely, Michelle. So yes, she needs to, I believe in her. I believe in her. Yes. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to apply grace to her. This one little blue nail working my nerves. But anyway, I'm going to apply grace to her just like I would do my own child. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to yell at them. That ain't mean that I'm going to pop them upside the head and go, why did you do that? If you live long enough and you raise your kids long enough, they're going to do some stuff that you're going to be like, and it doesn't have to be this extreme. You know, I mean, little Johnny biting the little kids in the daycare, who knows? And I always tell people, if you have perfect children, write a book, because we all need it. So that's that part. And if you were perfect, write a book, because we all need it. And the thing is, do we really want to be perfect? Do you really want to be perfect? I have been made through my mistakes. I have been built through what I had to learn and try and try and try and try and try over and over and over and over and over again. So I've been built through that. So we need the adversity. We need that in our lives. But I wanted to come on today and just share that message with you guys and just talking about grace. And I think that video was the perfect application, the perfect example of what grace looks like. Grace doesn't mean you get coddled for your decision, or, you know, like I told y'all yesterday, I'm not signing a petition to let her run or whatever. I want her to learn from whatever it is in this moment that she needs to learn so she doesn't do it again. And unfortunately, a lot of times when we rescue our children, when we rescue people out of situations, they don't learn a lesson. And so I'm of the tough cookie mode, but you're going to be back, girlfriend. You're going to be back good. So yes, love it. You looking beautiful today. Thank you. I wonder what I look any other day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually just chilling. I literally have on my loungewear. I have my coffee. Like I said, if you're new to this channel, you're popping in, you're trying to figure out what we're doing. This is just an informal chit chat. Good morning. Check in before my live later on tonight, where I get a little bit more professional and I come on with an agenda and we just talk about some things. My heart is leaning me towards talking about being confident in most situations. I can talk about being confident on camera for YouTube or Facebook or whatever, but just being confident in most situations. That's what I'm thinking about talking about tonight, but we'll see. I'm good, hun. I was praying that didn't happen. Love your channel. What didn't happen? Oh, no. Well, if you see, even though I was on vacation, I was still posting. So I don't violate, as a matter of fact, speaking of violating, I don't violate anything according to YouTube. And if I do, they'll email you and be like, girl, you shouldn't have said that. But or don't do that or whatever. Not necessarily said. I'm talking is not my commentary is pretty much usually not problematic. But anyway, speaking of, she was speaking about, she was hoping that didn't happen to my channel. Nope, I was here. I just, like I said, was on vacation and enjoying my vacation. So anyway, for those of you that are a little bit confused, you're in the bushes and you're like, why do people like her do this and that and the other? Well, Fair Use Act is allowed for the purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on a copyright infringement. So what does that mean? Commentators like myself have the right to use public information, things that are public, things that are not copyrighted, to offer commentary and opinions. So that's that. So yeah, I'm just checking in to see how you guys are doing, what you guys are doing. It's a quiet day for me so far. So yeah, leave a comment. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Quiet day for me so far. So yeah, leave a comment. I have the Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, Royalty said that's right. Exactly. Exactly. So that's what we're doing. Let me see what time it is, because I didn't want to be on too long, because I'll be back today at 4 West Coast, 7 East Coast. So anyway, so one person is having, what did she say she was having? Vegetables and chicken. Oh, okay. Grilled chicken and veggies for lunch. I think I broke my #1 rule in not putting lotion on before I get on camera. But like I said, this is pretty informal for me. It's the morning over here in the West Coast, and I just wanted to come on as I normally do. I'm a little bit more polished and professional presentations and all that stuff at the 7 o'clock live time. But, you know, I love to come on and see what you guys are doing. It was delicious. I bet it was. That's a really good, simple go-to meal that is easy and quick to make. When my kids were little, stir fries were so fast. Like, that is so easy and quick to make. You know, chop up you some chicken, get you some vegetables, stir fry it up, rice, and there you go. Very good. I fast till noon. Exactly, Toya. Here's the thing. I'm supposed to fast till noon. I got to get back on my fasting regime, my intermittent fasting and all of that. I'm not even going to, I didn't like overeat when we were in Orlando. I mean, we ate at the park here and there, but it was normal hours. But I didn't intermittent fast during that time. So yeah, I just have to get back in my groove. I'm not even stressing about it though. I'm not. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen, and when I make my decision to get back into my regime and stuff like that. But we just had so many transition and changes going on over the past couple of days in a good way in our household, between the kids. We now have a driver, so my entire schedule is changed. So where I used to do the mommy run in the morning, I don't have to do that anymore, because she's driving her and her brother to where they need to go, and, you know, cars and holidays and vacation and sports is happening, and the kids are getting ready to do their meets and footballs and, you know, the whole thing, you know, football camp and all this other stuff. So life is busy. You know, if you have teenagers, if you have young kids involved in sports, especially, but the arts can be busy too. I'm not even going to put that down. I mean, you know, the arts can definitely be busy, but if you have children in sports, you already know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. They, you know, and coaches don't care. Coaches are like, you know what? It's Tuesday. I want them there at 6. So yeah. Fasting is good. It is very good. It's good for a lot of things. You know, number one, I like to do it because I typically don't eat breakfast in the morning. Now, when I wake up and I want breakfast or whatever, it's usually because I'm really, really tired. And that is a comforting thing. So if you are an emotional eater, then you know, okay, I'm hungry. I'm only hungry because I'm sleepy, and I'm only sleepy because I should have went to sleep, or I had to wake up early or whatever. So pretty much that's really the only time. And that's what happened today. I got up super, super early to get Bob the Builder through the backyard so he could do whatever he needed to do. Now I'm up and I'm like, okay, I want to eat. But when I worked outside the home, I didn't eat until 12, maybe. Sometimes I drink a cup of coffee at 12, and that'll tie me over till 3. And then I'll have my one meal at 3. That's really what I normally do. But fasting has so many benefits. And for somebody like me that, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. For somebody like me that typically never was a breakfast person, you know, intermittent fasting works perfect for me. But the thing about it is, Don't think you have to fast in the morning. Your eating window can be in the morning and then you fast at night, or if you work third shift. So that's one myth that a lot of people don't realize. You don't have to intermittent fast on the same cycle as that's popular among other people. When you miss a meal, you're still fasting. Yep, you are. You are. However, if you know about, I hate this word, atrophy, basically, the science behind it. The science behind it. You have to be fasting. Missing a meal is beneficial, but you have to be fasting for a certain amount of time for your body to start using the fuel that it already has. And basically to go on autopilot to start burning your fat. But missing a meal is good, but I think you have to be fasting for at least 16 hours, I want to say, before autophagy. That word makes my mouth go weird, but before it's beneficial from a science burning fat type of thing. So I usually do 16, 8 or 18 4, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Fasting is something we could sit and talk about all day. Low carb is something I could sit here and talk about all day. I'm nowhere near as disciplined as I was a year ago, because that was my lifestyle, and it was like a clockwork. And 6 o'clock, I was done eating, regardless of what was going. 6 o'clock, and then I didn't eat till maybe about 12, 1, and sometimes it would be some coffee, and then that'll tie me over, and then I'd eat again. So yeah. When we miss a meal, we still fast, but we may not know it. Absolutely. It's still fasting. That's all fasting is. But when you know the science behind what fasting and extended fast does for our body, to reap the true benefits of it, as far as burning the fat that you already have on your body, you have to be fasting for at least 16 hours, I want to say, for it to kick in. I was so tickled to see Trees pop up on your live. You know, to be honest with you, I don't know if that was a troll or what, but she was going hard like it was her. So, you know, I gave her what she wanted. And so if you missed it, go back to my live and yesterday and watch it. I think it was it was the morning one, yesterday morning. But, you know, irrelevant. Fasting also gives you clarity. Yes, it does. It gives you clarity. It, like I said, it helps with the binge eating. If you're a binge eater, it helps with cravings. When I'm in my fasting groove, I don't have any cravings. The thing is with my fasting and going back to 1 meal a day or 2 meal a day, or 16-8 or whatever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, 16-8 just is the number. So we have 24 hours in a day. I usually fast for 16 hours, and then I have 8 hours to eat. I have an 8-hour eating window. So that could be 16 hours overnight. It could be 16 hours part of the day, and I start eating at 6, whatever. It just really depends. It's flexible. You know, like I was traveling, if I'm on a plane, I know I'm going to go to Disney or whatever, you can just kind of fluctuate it to your lifestyle. So there's so many benefits that I found with fasting. So many. For me, I am a junk food junkie. I don't overeat. That's not my thing. You'll never see my plate piled up, but I'm the type where I used to grab potato chips for dinner with a Coke, and I'll be good to go. Honestly, a bag of potato chips and some Coke, No, not some Coke, but a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi or whatever, and be done for the day. Or a bag of chips and some steak. I have terrible eating habits as far as that's concerned, but I also used to love candy, like love candy. So I'm a sugar carb addict, and I know it. So the problem is, what's stopping me from jumping back on it is I know those first 3 days typically are hell when I'm weaning myself off from everything. So even though I didn't completely revert back to everything, I ate rice on the 4th. I had a lollipop the other day. I don't know when the last time I allowed myself to have candy, and I did it. And so now I'm like, oh, you're gone. And those of you that fast, and those of you that do low carb or just fast in general, you know what I'm saying. When you're gone. I'm gone, y'all. Thankfully, I haven't gained any weight. I do 12-8 to OMAD. Yes, Shamita, that's good. Shamet, that's good. So 12-8, 2 meals a day. If I do a 12-8, I typically end up doing 2 meals a day. But if I do 16, you mean 16-8, 12, 12, because it's 24 hours. I think you meant 16-8. Lord, that is a hard one for me. 16 hours. You know what, Toya? What you do is go by when you're naturally not hungry and add those hours. So for me, because I typically, my husband and I, we are night munchers. Like, let's watch a movie. Let's get the popcorn. Popcorn is a huge weakness of mine. But I'm not a morning breakfast person. So think about it. If I stop eating at 6, I'd say my struggle hours would be from 6 to maybe 9, 10 o'clock at night. Now, I'm a night owl, so that struggle time may be hard a little bit more because I'm up till 1, 2, and I'm telling you, we were laughing about this the other day. Our pandemic schedule, listen, this house was lit 2, 3, 4 in the morning. You hear me? We were up, and then it was silent come 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. It was hilarious, but we're back on schedule. But I understand, but use your natural not hungry time to add in some of that fasting time. I don't eat in them. I'm typically fasting or not or whatever. So like right now, even though I'm not disciplined or anything, I can pretty much go till 1 o'clock and not eat. And that's fasting. So use your natural clock of when you're really the least hungry. If you're not really that hungry at work, let that be a part of your 16 hours. You may have to start eating at 3, but you fasted all part of last night all the way up until 3 in the afternoon. So just try that. April says, hey, everyone. Hey, April, we're sitting up here talking about some kind of way we got on fasting and intermittent fasting and 1 meal a day, 2 meal a day, all meals a day, whatever it is. And I'm just saying how I just need to get back on my regime of intermittent fasting and everything. But we just had so many beautiful, wonderful, positive life changes that I have to figure out my routine again because my kids are growing up. I had bad eating habits and this rice is catching up with me. Listen, the rice, I've been doing really good because I haven't ordered out. I've been tempted, but I haven't really ordered any like frappuccinos and stuff like that. Like when I go to Starbucks, I've been sticking good with my sugar-free stuff or, the stevia or whatever. Like I said, I knew that I was gone when I ate a candy from Disney World. I was like, when was the last time you had candy? You're completely tripping right now. And so that's when I knew, okay, sis, you're gonna have to get it. Pasta. Let's get on that. Yes, 12-8 is my eating window. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I get it now. Drink a lot of water and only eat if you're hungry. Cut out the snacking. Your body will adjust. Absolutely. It will just less glucose spikes. That's better. Absolutely, Charnette. Like I said, I am not new to this. I've been low carbon and intermittent fasting way back in the Atkins days. Like I am completely showing my age right now. I've been low carbon that long, but when you get off schedule, off track and everything, I like your advice and it's absolutely true. Water. It's just getting through those 3 days. For some people, it's 5 days. For me, it's a good 3 days. And judging by the amount of chips I've been eating and the amount of rice I had and sugar and everything, I already know it's gonna be a cute 3 days. I'm becoming on live air, y'all. But for me, it's just a headache. It's just a terrible, terrible headache. I'm not really sluggish that much, but it's definitely the headache. But water helps so much. Bulletproof coffee helps so much, and yeah, the snacking. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I think that will work for you. Because you're just going with you're adding that natural pattern when you're really not that hungry. If you're a breakfast person, if you're just a breakfast person by nature, unless you just want to cut out that meal for breakfast, eat your breakfast, but then maybe close your window. That means your window will close either for lunch or for dinner time. But the beautiful thing about intermittent fasting is that you can tailor it to your lifestyle. When we go on road trips or when I'm traveling on a plane or whatever, I'll go, okay, I'm not gonna be sitting up here not eating, because to me, again, emotional eater. Road trips, that's our time. Like, we stop at the gas station and we get lit. Like, you would think, I always make a joke whenever we stop at the gas station or Walmart or whatever, before road trips, because I'm like, these people probably think we're a bunch of potheads. That's just, of course my kids are with us, they don't think that, but it's just a joke of how we get down before road trips. Everybody, it's ridiculous. Charnette says, hey, April, good to see you, April. Pam, pasta is Pam's downfall. Pasta is not my downfall. Pasta is something that could be removed and I could care less. I wouldn't even miss it. Rice, because I like to eat it with certain things, I miss it a little bit, but that's not it. It's the chips for me. It's the popcorn for me. It's the pretzels, those Snyder's. That's when I really know I'm gone. Those Snyder's pretzels, buffalo. Oh man, those are so good. Yeah. So what I'm gathering is I'm crunchy, salty. I'm not sweet per se unless it's candy. Like, I don't need a honey bun. I don't need cake. I don't need cookies, but give me all the chips and popcorn. Tracy says sweets are my weakness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Certain times a month, certain times of the day or whatever, sweets, not day of the month, sweets may entice me. You know, I may say, oh my goodness, a donut or whatever. And pretty much that's how I can tell that my body is about to have a visitor, is because I do crave maybe a donut. And typically I don't want donuts. I don't like chocolate, but if I crave chocolate, then I know she about to come, you know, the visitor's about to come. So, but other than that, no, give me all the chips, all the pasta's not a thing for me though. Pasta's, I'll eat it, but that's not my thing. But rice, yep. Exactly. I'm 46. So you feel me? Yeah. So we've been about this for a minute during the low carb days. And it's so interesting to see the transformation that this whole thing has taken. You know, how's the running joke goes, you know, cauliflower is everything now. And there was a time I couldn't stand cauliflower, but I'm telling you, I got some masterful cauliflower dishes that'll make your head spin. You'd be like, this is not cauliflower. Yes, it is. It's not mashed potatoes. It's cauliflower. That's what it is. So yeah, but one thing you can't convince me of is that cauliflower is a steak. A steak is a steak. You're not going to tell me a cauliflower is a steak. Not going to happen. Or buffalo wings. No, that's cauliflower. Yeah. So it's Tuesday, y'all, and let's see what time it is. It's Tuesday, and you know what I'm hearing is we all just have things that we need to work on, and that's just the bottom line. You know, thank God for grace and mercy and everything else. But, you know, avocado, Shanette, avocados are a good fat. That's a good fat to kind of, again, I don't want to get into the science of it because I've studied it in and out and everything else, talking about the benefits of low carb as well as intermittent fasting. But avocados are considered a good fat. You add avocados to any meal, that's going to tie you over, you know, to the next meal. And generally speaking, you want to try to cut out the snacking. That's really what you want to do, because snacking spikes your sugar spikes, which tells your body, oh, you know, she's eating again. So you want to kind of keep those down. Right, April says. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot that we need to work on as usual. You know, it is, which as long as we're breathing, we're going to always have something that we're going to work on, something that we just got finished working on, or something that we're contemplating and saying, you know what, we need to get on it. So that's the whole point. No one's perfect, but we can strive to perfection and getting our goals done together, you know? So that's that. Y'all chime in. It's y'all's turn now before we log off. I'm loving Brussels sprouts lately with brown sugar on them. Good. Now, I don't do brown sugar, but I do a lot of Brussels sprouts. What I do is I cut them in half, because I didn't like Brussels sprouts either. I cut them in half, olive oil really, really well, you know, mix them up a little bit, cut the ends off or whatever. And then I add a little salt, a little pepper, and I like things spicy. So I either do crushed peppers or cayenne pepper. And then I turn it over, do the same thing. And I may add some butter on there, but basically the olive oil is good. And I put them in the oven and I let them roast. And you got to if they're green, they're mean. But anyway, if they're green, they're not good. Let me see. I have a lot, like you guys got to go through my channel. I have so many recipes, my cooking stuff that didn't take off. Unfortunately, you know, me gabbing to take off. I might still do some cooking videos, but I think I do have a roasted Brussels sprouts recipe on there. For sure, I have it on my Instagram where I took pictures of it, but you want it as dark as possible where they're almost crunchy and but the inside is nice and juicy. Listen, so good. So good. And I also do that with my cauliflower. The same exact thing, but I keep the cauliflower whole. Sometimes I'll cut it and then put butter in there. Olive oil it up real good. Season, salt, pepper. Again, I like the cayenne pepper on there. Wrap it up in foil, put it in there. Yeah. So good. Good info. Yes, it is. You know, we can talk more about that. If you guys have any questions when this video is done, just leave a comment down below and I will answer those questions. Toya asked me about pinning my hair up. So I was like, let me answer that question real quick. But anyway, yeah, if you have any questions about recipes and stuff, just chime in there. If I don't answer, somebody, oh yes, I do this recipe as well. Brussels sprouts with Parmesan and bacon. Yep. So the same thing I just said that I do, but I also add bacon on it. Listen, so good. Go work out, sis, and enjoy your afternoon. Now, how are you going to pin your hair up? I am just going to pin it up. I actually will probably just do 2 braids. When I go to the gym, I do 2 braids, slap a bandana on and go about my business. So because it's not hot in the gym. Like if I was outside, yeah, I'd have to pin this crap up. But nope, that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, Lil Sis has given me my marching orders. She says, go on now. Y'all hold down these internet streets. I will see you guys tonight at what time? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock West Coast. We'll be talking all about it. Not really sure what we're going to talk about because someone's going to do something between now and then. I promise you. They always do. Love this woman sharing recipes. Yes. So yeah, I have tons of recipes. Obviously in the chat, there's recipes and I'm not good. I'm good with low carb and healthy recipes as far as that's concerned. I do have other recipes, you know, the normal soul food and other things. Like we just eat all kind of stuff. So I really can't say. But yes, Royalty Queen has spoken as well. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys like spending your morning with me, spending your afternoon with me, talking about whatever it is that we want to talk about. I'll see you guys at 7. If there's anything that you guys want to, wait, I think one of you asked for my email address, but you never sent me anything. So I was like, okay, I don't see it. So make sure you look in yesterday's video. It will be in today's video as well, where I left my email address. I don't know what you wanted me to see, but anyway, that being said, see you guys tonight. Like I said, someone's going to do something. Someone's going to go live between now and 7 o'clock about 15 times. Okay. So that being said, you guys be kind to one another, kind to each other. You did? Okay. I'll check it then. I'll check it. See you later. Bye-bye.